3-second timer.
Yep,
It's a red letter day for Rainbow Six Siege as Crimson Heist is coming to kick off year 6 in style. I mean, just look at those glasses. Fire. The man behind them is Flores, the new attacker from Argentina who deploys zippy little drones that pack a big punch. But he's not the only one bringing the boom. Some attackers will get an explosive implement of their own with a new secondary weapon option.
You can actually just do that and have someone swing
Crimson
really
Heist
hard.
will also deliver a new rework for the border map and launch the beta of Match Replay on PC. So you'll have a new way to analyze your opponents or show off your 200 IQ plays.
Oh my god,
it's a
look
new
at
year
that.
and Team Rainbow has a lot in store. So take a second to subscribe to this channel and let's take a deeper look at Crimson Heist.
To be fair, that operator portrait,
Flores
like
is a new medium speed, medium armor operator, and he's finally created the DIY device that every attacker dreams of.
This
He
looks
put a bomb on a drone.
Good way
His
to remove
RCE
utility.
Rotero gadget can clear out pesky defender obstacles like barricades and shields and barbed wires and what have you. And it can also target gadgets like Bandit's batteries or Maestro's evil eyes to minimize meddling from the defending team. Plus, it's very dangerous for anyone caught in its blast radius, though the explosive timer is long enough for savvy defenders to get clear. Here's how it works. Once Flores deploys a Rotero device, its wheels start spinning, and it moves ahead non-stop until it is destroyed or its explosive is triggered.
How do you destroy that?
It can be steered, it can jump, and it can go anywhere a normal attacker drone can go, but it can't reverse or slow down. While moving, the Rotero is vulnerable to being destroyed by enemy bullets, electricity, lasers, and Mozzie's pests, or to being stopped by Mute's jammers. So, players will have to be wary to ensure the Rotero reaches its target. However, once the explosive is triggered, either manually or automatically when the countdown timer reaches 0, it's the defenders that will have to watch out. Engaging the explosive causes the Rotero to anchor. It immediately stops moving, armors itself, and becomes bulletproof.
That's going to be very useful.
After a short fuse timer,
so it can't be destroyed when it's still
the Rotero's explosion can take a lot of defender utility off the board, and the anchoring feature gives savvy Flores players some extra flexibility. When the Rotero anchors, it sticks to any surface it's touching, and if the Rotero is mid-air, it'll stick to the next surface it touches, including walls, deployable shields, and some enemy gadgets. And though it has no effect on reinforced surfaces, it can open up an unreinforced hatch, or create a big old breach in a destructible wall to give Flores a new route to push with his AR-33 assault rifle, his SR-25 marksman rifle, or his GSH-18
Can't wait to see how this plays out in high-elo.
His set of explosive Rotero drones, along with the stun grenades or claymore in his secondary gadget slot, give Flores a lot of reach and potential to make an impact. Whether he's clearing the way for his teammates, denying diffuser access in a post-plant situation, or simply out for blood, Flores brings style and substance to any attacking team.
That's really strong because it can force anyone out of their position into the open.
If you're looking to boost your explosive capabilities beyond a Flores pick, then Crimson Heist has just the thing, the Gone 6. It's a new secondary weapon option for some attackers that comes loaded with a single explosive round to help you clear out all sorts of bulletproof gadgets. You may only have one shot, but sometimes all it takes is one round to change a round. Speaking of rounds, the ones you've been seeing here have all played out on the new border map rework. Crimson Heist is coming soon to Rainbow Six Siege, bringing the Gone 6 and border map rework free to all players at launch. The new attacker, Flores, will be available at launch through the Crimson Heist Battle Pass as the first unlock of the premium track, and will be available 2 weeks later for purchase with Renown or R6 credits. To keep up with the big changes and exciting new additions coming in Year 6 of Rainbow Six Siege, subscribe to this channel and visit us at news.ubisoft.com.
Deploy, yes! He's gonna push either you or for the back. Nice. Impressive. Nice, good job.
Top 4 eliminated. This season, we'll see some renovations coming to the destructible halls and perilous balconies of Border. For more on our latest map rework, here's level designer Jeremy Dowsett.
For Border, it's very easy fixes. We have an awful lot of data on the map, but it was mainly lines of sight, and some of the bomb sites were actually a little bit too congested. We've extended bathroom and tellers and 2 objectives.
Great,
They're just
that
a little
really
bit bigger now,
change.
so it actually aids in the movement for the players. We made bathroom a little bit bigger, and there's a breakable wall that goes towards tellers now, next to the window. We also moved the hatch around. You could always get pinched in tellers or bathroom, but adding the hatch or moving the hatch in bathroom and changing around some of the walls and extending them, so moving the bathroom more into tellers and moving that window across a little bit,
That's great.
really changes the flow of that area. We also changed Armory archives. So the room shape has changed a little bit and it's got extended. The covers got cleaned up an awful lot, but we've actually extended it just to make it breathe an awful lot more.
That looks good.
So we did touch customs and stock as well. There's less destructible walls, so it's better to defend. It's not easier to defend, it's better to defend. And there's a few more covers, and the covers have been tweaked because customs and stock, I think it was one of the sites that people didn't like as much as the other sites in the map. So we went through and did some very strategic changes. Along with that, vents and workshop hasn't changed at all. Everybody's complaint about Border was always the helicopter noise, and the helicopter noise that was just, very hard to hear stuff inside. The helicopter noise has been brought down, so it's less of an interference when you're actually playing, and the voice that actually you hear over the tannoy system, that only happens now in the prep phase. It won't happen when you're actually playing. So now you'll actually be able to hear when people are coming, and when walls are being breached, etc. You'll be able to hear everything, because you have less helicopter whopping around on top of your head, and you don't have that guy on the tannoy talking all the time. There was a lack of rotation internally on the map, so we added a balcony across towards east stairs, towards break room. You go from security into break across this great big walkway now that takes you out to east stairs. And it's not a massive change, but adding little things like that really does aid the navigation and the rotation. Cleaning up clutter across the map as well also is a huge improvement, because you learn over time there's lots of props and lots of things just all over the place that just gets in the way of lines of sight when you're trying to fight and when you're trying to shoot. So cleaning those out at the same time was a massive improvement. We added a exterior balcony, so rather than rappel, you can actually just go up towards archives from exterior now. It actually aids in getting to the building a little bit quicker. Think of this rework more in the vein of something like when we did Clubhouse or Cafe. Small tweaks make a huge, huge difference.
They do.
We playtest the maps, and we have playtests with pro players. You give a map to 60+ million players, they're going to find things that we haven't thought of, and they're going to play it a different way, or they're going to find exploits that we didn't find. And that's a great thing, which is why we have the test server, so these issues can come out and we can fix them, because we are very reactive. When a map is released and goes onto the test server, we can be very reactive and we can fix them very, very quickly, which is why R6 Fix, and I implore you all, if you find issues, please screenshot it, please take a video, and please put it on R6 Fix. It is a valuable resource for us and for the community.
Op 4 eliminated.
We've given you a glimpse of Flores in action, but for more on our explosive new attacker, here's Emilian Lomé, game designer, and Simon Ducharme, universe writer.
This is good, Ted.
I think one of the inspiration we had is from
I don't think they're going to share
all
anything else.
past gaming experiences, from like guided device, guided missile that
Keep
you
it
could build up
going,
in the
just in
first-person
case. Worst
view
case
of the
scenario, you just
device,
go,
and they
okay.
would move forward constantly and accelerate, and you had to adapt your trajectory to find your targets. And we wanted to introduce something like that in the game. Those devices in those older games are usually like guided missile that would one-shot everyone, and recreating the oomph aspect of those devices in Siege was obviously a challenge, And eventually, we retained this very large explosion. We kept it in the device. It's just that to make sure that it would not be too lethal, we added this delay. So as soon as you end the trajectory, you anchor, and you have this 3 seconds timer that starts ticking down. So achieving your goals with Flores is very satisfying, just as we envisioned it in the first place. And also, it's, I feel, quite fair in the context.
This is going to be really strong at pushing people out of
learn how to play around.
Like behind half, for example, like you can just use it, inactivate it, and have someone watch them run away. Like that's going to be really strong.
Deployable
That's
shield,
fat
buff to Maestro's turret, barbed wire. Second role is
can latch onto
to
walls,
make
which is
anchors move out of position. Like there's a lot of very strong defender position in the game. It will be able to accurately place this
Mozzie will be able
device
to catch
under
it, though.
the feet of a defender.
Yep,
and at that
Mozzie,
point, the defender has
Mute, and
This will be a very
Aruni.
good operator to use
He's
in
good at
tandem with
clearing the
someone
way
else.
for others, but others may need to clear the way for
Yeah,
it.
well, if you think someone like Zofia,
specifically
you get
of
concussed,
unified
and then you don't
and
realise
might
the
need
drone's
someone
there, and all of a
else to
sudden
deal with
that's
the
you
battery
dead.
so that you
You got.
can access the site. Or you're gonna have to use one of your own devices to get rid of the entire barbed wire. The other operator is gonna work quite well with are the breachers. Using the Retro in combination with a
That
breacher
would be
is
really
gonna
strong,
be great.
especially if
That's
there's
the
a bandit trick.
And
Like,
once it
Yeah,
detonates, it's gonna
that's
remove
that's the other
battery,
thing
if there
is
any.
you know,
And it's gonna also
you get
because the
breaches. If
explosion
you
is
get that
huge,
drone into a
force
position
bandits out of that position.
where it
that's
will
it.
blow
Like
stuff
the wall is
up.
open.
back to the wall
Yeah, that's
trick.
it. We're gone.
The wall might
unless
already
Kaid
be
plays
open.
his claws smartly.
However, contrary to Thatcher,
Like,
he has to
above
get his device
the side,
in
you
the
know?
objective zone, which means that
Yeah, but
if Manic
still.
himself or another
Like
defender
that
is watching, they
explosive
can
radius
destroy
is
it
not gonna reach
before
the
you
core.
get into location.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the
So if it's
two
like
main
below,
counter,
like especially if we
mechanical
do what we do
one-to-one
on
counters,
Yeah,
Clubhouse.
yeah.
Mute and Mozzie. Mute is going to just stop the device where it is, with the caveat
Oh,
that
wow.
if you do destroy the mute, then the Retro is going to detonate eventually. The radius of the mute jammer is bigger than the radius of the explosion. So if you drive straight to a mute jammer, you're going to be muted before you can anchor and detonate. And if you anchor before that, the explosion radius is going to be too short to actually deal with
Yes,
the
let's
mute.
go. Mute mains
And
rise
the other
up.
one is
Mozzie, I wanna see
Mozzie.
Mozzie.
So Mozzie is simply going to jump on it and overload the device and destroy it. So both Mozzie
okay.
and the Retro are going to be destroyed in this instance. So
That's
no
sad.
explosion. Mozzie won't take control of the Retro because it's a timed
Sad.
device. It's not like
Sad
a permanent
Mozzie
device.
noises.
It's a very loud, very big, very obvious device. And as a defender, it's going to be easy to shoot it.
But once you get it
The
latched
main
on,
counter, if you are Maestro or Bandit, is to have a friend of yours
Ah.
watching for the drone holes and shooting the device before it gets to you.
Johnny, coming, careful.
yeah, like that. You have to have
Flores
someone watching
comes
drone hole.
equipped as far as loadout goes with the
AR-33
AR-33
and oh, the
Thatcher.
SR-23, 25.
and the SR-25.
That's interesting.
You know, like we obviously do not have a shield.
Yeah, the
on
only
that
reason it's
MR,
good is if you have
but for
Blackbeard.
the sidearm, he has just the GSH-18.
And what else was it? Stuns and Claymore.
Sidearm of Fuse,
Yeah.
for example. And for the secondary gadgets, one of the first options we wanted to give him was a Claymore.
That's kind of just a
because
go-to for anyone.
when you use the Retro device, you are obviously very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And having a Claymore to cover at least one avenue of flanking on your location felt like it was a very natural fit for Flores. And as a secondary option, if you want to dive more into the chaos potential of the operator.
To be fair, if it's flashbang,
combining
drive
your
drone
own
in.
Retro and flashing to enter this.
Like, look, right there, for
create a lot of,
example,
movements.
that bandit has to run out of his position, which means he has to run straight into the attacker's
We
line of
wanted
sight.
sort of a character that was a little bit of a wild card, something you don't really expect to see in.
The new features coming from our player behavior cell.
We always want to do better. We always know that we haven't reached our full potential yet as a game. So whether or not it's onboarding or making sure newcomers feel welcomed with the game, and our mission is over the next year, we'll completely revisit all of the menus in the game, refresh them, and bring them up to that standard that
I love
we
UI
hold.
changes. The UI changes, they look great.
On top of that,
They look
we
good.
also have a new logo, we have new key art, and we're very happy with
wow.
it. This is a
Oh.
high energy, high
That
impact
looks
game
so
with a
nice.
diverse cast of characters and gameplay. And we stay true to the roots of the game as well. So everything our community knows and love still feel like this is the real spirit of the game we're looking at.
Reputation system. Right now, the reputation system is live in shadow, meaning it doesn't take any action into our players. But we will continue to improve and gather data related to this system, and right now we have a reputation score that is applied to all players. The system will come with sanction and rewards.
That's good, because the only way we can see right now is
based on the reputation scoring.
Yeah.
The reward will be specific items. It will be high-level rewards, and we will have like different way to distribute them. And these rewards will also be removed when somebody is going back to a wrong reputation score. First, we want to work on the preventive sanction related to the reverse friendly fire. We want to work on the people that are abusing the tech shot and the voice shots. So we want to add sanctions that will prevent these abuses, because it's not normal that right now we have people that are very toxic through these channels. And then after that, depending on your reputation score, you will be able to access some content, or some content will be blocked to you. So a player that have a bad reputation score will not have, for example, anyone access to the ranked
That's
plays.
really good.
But it doesn't mean that he cannot access it back. He will have the tool to better understand how and why he get sanctioned. Based on this, he will be able to change his behavior and better understand why it was seen as toxic. Right now, we have seen some frustration related to stream and queue sniping. We are aware this is a problem for our community and for our content creators. So right now, the player behavior team is working on a new solution, a solution called streamer mode that will be available at the first part of year 6.
So good.
The settings that will be available to our content creator and all streamers will be first, hi my name. They will be able to hide their region and pings, but also they will be able to hide everyone else in order to prevent queue sniping, be able to have a hidden matchmaking delay, hide clearance level, and they will be able to hide the profile image.
Yeah, that's going to be really useful for me.
That's so helpful.
Smurfing is a big problem for our community.
I'm interested.
Have many faces, and we need to approach them with a different strategy for each of them. Right now, we increased the clearance level for the ranked playlist. We will also add some restriction to the ranked playlist in order that players that were inactive or got their account hacked or an account that has been buried cannot come right now to the ranked playlist without a play experience in other playlists. And after that, we will also control a bit more how we are giving XP in terms of PvE, just in order to have a better cohesion and a good experience for everyone.
Here we go. This is going to look good.
Yes, alright, I'm interested. Let's see. The UI already looks different.
The idea of the attacker epic is to allow to each attacker player to change his operator and his loadout as many times he wants during all the preparation.
Okay.
That's really strong.
They will adapt their strategy according to
completely change your setup
information they will gather.
after finding out
for
which objective they are. That's really strong for the attackers.
More important.
Well,
so, for example, they will have to chase drones
or
hide some of their operators. The preparation phase will be much more meaningful. Currently, defenders have a better win rate. So with these new tools for attackers, I think this will balance this.
Yeah, that's going to balance.
And in addition, we should be able to build new operators around this new game flow. So, for example, the defenders specialize in dealing crucial information.
Also, that's an indirect buff to mute as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and Mossy and
the goal
Aruni.
is to keep players interested even after their death. For attack side, you will have full access to your drones that were pre-placed on the map.
No.
You can control them and use variabilities.
No, that's
you
actually
can
broken.
Use Shock Dart of Twitch
No,
or the laser of Zero.
So you can use your drones after you're dead. That's ridiculously overpowered.
You have also full access to your cameras drones and also variabilities. So that means the sonic bursts of echo or the laser
Oh my
of
god.
Yeah, this is what I mean. This is really strong.
Defenders
I
can
know.
be felt
But yeah, but it's a
overwhelming
buff
by
for both
the
of them.
attacker's runs.
So especially
So
someone
we
like
try
Maestro
to
and Echo.
counterbalance that
And
Imagine
by
you're
Maestro.
dead, you have a
reworking the
pre-place,
bullet
and you just
scanner.
drone out
So
the enemy
now
and
the
just
camera
say
can
you
rotate.
win the game for your teammate.
And you can shoot
Well,
an
yeah, but you
impedance
could also say you're
that
dead,
disable, all attacker
and you've got a
electronic
Maestro
and
cam
REWORK
watching the
gadgets.
plant.
So
You
that
can
means
now
you can disable
Zap, yeah.
drones, but
You can now
also
zap
air
them.
Or
jabs,
even destroy any
claymore,
utility like
etc.
thermite charges and
So
stuff. That's
I think
so
we should observe an increase in player activity,
Yeah, it'll make it
less
more interactive
downtime,
throughout the round.
and
They,
that
yeah, they
player
want
will
it.
have,
Yeah, they
more
want it so
playtime
that
in
it's
fun.
not like when you die, all you do is go
We
on
will try
cams
to
and give
add
call-outs
early
anymore.
version
balancing.
in
You can
the test
actually-
server around year 6 season 2.
Yeah, they'll
So
have
we
to
are
tweak it for
rethinking
balancing
how
because
the
this
test
could
server is
turn
used.
out to be
The goal
really,
is
really
to
broken.
add early version to get feedback as soon as possible, and then iterate on it. So player will have more playtime to be familiar with this huge change.
It's just going to be very irritating. Speed and armor's been
Oh my
changed.
god,
but
what?
We are changing the speed armor system to a speed and health system. So no more
What?
option that you don't understand or you don't see. We will remove all the modifiers from the armor that you used to have. We're making sure that everything that was going under the hood
Oh
is
my
now
God.
exposed to the player. 2 armor and 3 armors will have more HP available to them, making you more confident to plant the diffuser, take some engagement and
wow.
everything. This is the first step that we are taking to make sure that the speed and armor is more of a choice for you.
Holy shit. Yeah, the new hand cannon.
We
Yeah.
will introduce the Gun 6, which is an hybrid between a weapon and a gadget. It will replace your secondary weapon, but it will shoot something that will destroy bulletproof gadgets.
That gives a lot more utility.
So it's a secondary
absolutely.
weapon that is
But it
mostly
also
aimed
kinda
toward
nerfs
removing utility.
Ash and
You will have one shot, it will travel straight, just like
indirectly.
Oh yeah,
Ash
but
and
they've
Zephyr
got
again.
or
yeah, but they
Chinese
Ash and Zoph
One of
have
the
pick
things that
rates
this
that
weapon
at
does not have
70%
over
plus.
secondary pistols. It's
So to bring them
doesn't
back
bring
down
the
to something
speed
that's more
movement
reasonable with
modifier
every
that
other
you usually have with
operator
a
is
pistol.
probably okay.
It's an indirect buff to Jaeger as well. And Warmite.
If you bring this up in a firefight, you are most likely toast. So that's one of the balancing things
Okay, so it's
that
not
is
good
super
at
interesting with
Oh,
the
yeah.
Gun 6. It's you make a choice over reliability or removing utility.
Utility, any day.
We can't talk about
Yeah,
tackling
your,
the 20-second meta without
My
talking about
utility
Yo-Yo
any
and
day.
how
There you go.
these
Yeah,
going to be
yeah, your
reworked.
reload definitely.
First of all, we are removing the shield.
Yeah, I knew it.
There won't be any
Goyo.
shield. It
Yeah.
will be only the
That's
bulk and
what I
jerry
was
can
talking
that you
about.
will have in your hands. You will be able to deploy it similar to an ADS.
It do be looking like a
bulletproof
Minecraft block,
camera.
though.
We are still working on the shape of the object.
That's fine, yeah, but
we're
they'll rework
still
the
tackling this,
textures.
but
Yeah,
the
no,
shield
this
is
is
gone.
funny.
Lucy is
It's
one
just
of
like the
of
same
owner
as
of
the
worst defender
Maestro
for the 20-second meta.
animation.
No, Melusi's evil, bro.
We are keeping the behavior mostly as it is, so you enter the range, it starts emitting sound and slow you down. But when it becomes active, it will expose a weak point. You will be able to shoot it.
That makes sense.
Oh.
That's you have to
So we
activate it
keep
first.
the mind game or the the baiting
Yeah,
game
for it
that
to
we
be.
have with
You
this
can't
gadget,
shoot it,
but we're
just as it
making sure
is.
that you don't
That's good.
feel helpless.
Oh,
when
that's
facing
so
this
much
gadget.
better.
We are bringing a small nerf to Mira and Maestro.
Oh,
if you
yeah,
get
that's-
close to an evil eye, you can melee it to remove the vision completely. Maestro himself will have to open the evil eye to see through, or to ping, or actually
That's
shoot with
interesting.
it.
I wanna see
And the
this.
same can be applied to Mira's window. If you go on the black side and you melee it, you will remove section of vision for Mira on the other
Oh
side.
wow.
We have
Yeah, but getting
fuse
close
that
to the mirror is
will
the problem, you know,
receive some
so-
changes along the way. We want to
Yeah,
make sure
but
that the
it
gadget
helps
is more
at least,
useful
you know.
all the
It's
time.
not just a
We
bulletproof
also have
window to
Finka
the other
that
side.
will receive some changes to her nano boost. She will be able to use them once she's
Yes,
down herself,
finally.
So she will be
That's
able to
good.
raise herself back, similar to what we have with.
But no one cares about Finker anyway.
The amount of videos this is going to be
Starting
on.
later this year, our elites are going to be customizable.
Sorry,
try
say
and
that
This
cut
again.
it
means
down
that
and
you will be
split
able
all
to
the
use the
irrelevant
uniform from
info
the
and
elite
just make it
alongside
Yeah,
with the
of
headgear
course.
from
like
the
20-minute
Defender, for
video.
example. You can have a
Oh
Tachenka
my
uniform alongside
God.
with his headgear from Rainbow's
That's
Magic. What this
amazing.
means is that the gadget is going to be a skin. Eventually, the operator card also.
So you
All
can
of
wear
these are
elites
gonna
at the
be
same time?
different, customization
You can
options
wear
that we
elites
bring
and
for
something
the
else.
players.
Oh my
So
God.
like you
We
can
can
have an
use the
elite
victory
headgear
dance
and
of the
normal.
elite with
Oh
any type
my
of customization.
God.
That's
So you
amazing.
can use the full
No, that's
event,
an amazing change.
skin
That's
that you
great.
Yeah,
that you
that's
want,
yeah. That, I know it's
but
amazing.
have the
Oh my
victory
God, the
dance from
Lord.
elite. So We can't
Finally.
wait to see the player's expression on
That looks so good.
We took a look at the excitement that Labracraft, for example, brought up last year, and we wanted to find new partners for this year. We're really excited to partner with
Capcom who? Capcom, who's
one
Capcom?
of the biggest franchise in the gaming industry. From season 1, we're going to have an elite skin on Jill Valentine for Sophia.
That's amazing.
But it's not all. In season 2, we're also going to have another elite skin
Resi.
from the Resident Evil franchise. But stay tuned for more information.
Awesome.
So we also wanted to try something that we haven't done before and something unique.
Oh, this is a nice elite skin. But I hate Cali, so I don't care.
What I don't understand is Cali was released last year. How come someone like, you know, Castle still doesn't have an elite skin?
True, actually.
Crimson Heist is dropping tomorrow on the test server with the reworked border map, Operator Flores, and Match Replay Beta. Not to mention that brand new secondary gadget, the Gone 6. Be sure to check it out. And before we wrap up this panel, we have one last surprise that we wanted to tease today. The Rainbow Six Siege.
What?
I'm gonna buy that.
Yep.
Oh my god.
What is this?
Right, we're gonna buy this.
Oh, that's gonna be like
chess.
Have you ever seen Space?